What is going on YouTube? This is Seabreeze, aka Dissonance by Design, and I have a very special video for you guys today. I am giving you a full free ebook style breakdown of one of the best playbooks in the game, and that is Minnesota Vikings Playbook. I'm going to try to keep this interesting with energy, because this is going to be a long ass video, but trust me guys, it's going to be worth it. I'm essentially giving you guys a free ebook, like I said. There's a couple reasons why I wanted to do Minnesota book. First of all, it is one of the best books in the game. But given that it is, a lot of people in the really highly competitive community have already used this. I was going to say like twisted up and used it, but I don't even know what that means. It makes it sound like you're dealing with a dead hooker or something. What am I saying? Okay, one of the best books in the game. But a lot of the highly competitive players already know about it, so I'm not really stealing anything from anybody, and that's one of the main things I want with this channel, is I want it to be my stuff. This stuff isn't necessarily my stuff, some of it is, but I'm not like stealing someone's money game schemes and putting them on YouTube. Thirdly, I wanted this to like break out and be huge among casual players. I don't know if you guys like played online a lot, Madden 12, Madden 11, but like fucking everybody was running Arizona book those years, and I'm assuming there was like a popular ebook out there, because literally fucking everyone I played online used that book. So I want that to happen with Minnesota book, because honestly it's one of the most viable books. If you sit down with it, take some notes in this video, because I had to. I have a page and a half of money plays for you guys. Not even kidding. From when I ran this back in the day. Back in the day, meaning like 3 months ago. I just ramble. It's already 2 minutes in. Fuck me. Anyway, take some notes. Sit down with this book. I promise you it's going to be worth it. I'm giving you guys a full breakdown of one of the best playbooks in the game for free. So enjoy this while you can. And buckle your seatbelts, because it's going to be a long ass video. But I'm here, I'm ready. It's not going to be a Ben Stein video, like I said, where I'm like, you're going to want a hot route Y to a streak, and then look for RB in the flat. Oh my fucking god. I just laugh at myself. If you guys are new to my channel, I just laugh at my fucking self all the time. So deal with it. Laugh with me if you want. Anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to start off with the gun formations, because that's mostly what you're going to be running, like 95%. And you're thinking, oh, gun, I won't be able to run the ball. False. There's a lot of good runs out of these gun formations. Some of the under center stuff is okay, but the gun stuff is amazing. So I'm going to start there. So first formation, gun split Viking, normal package. You're going to go in there. As you can see, you got the power O. That's a quick audible. It's a pretty nice run. I don't like it as much as some other shotgun runs, but you can use it. And then also that Vikes Cross has that block and release route that you can hit right away. I'll try to show you right here. He just slides right out. As you can see, man coverage, not that great. Just want to spend like 5 seconds on that, show you that it's there. Now, you have slot post, which has that block and release route as well. It's got the angle route, and it's also got a post over the middle. That's what it looks like. And it has a stock smart routed out route, which is really nice if you're in like third and short and you still want to do that smart routed out route. That's the B route that I'm talking about. But you have the angle route on the left. You have the post over the middle, smart routed out route on the right, and then you also have the block and release route, which I just completely fucked up. But you guys get the point. If I'm talking really fast, I apologize. I just have a lot to get through with this, so bear with me. Now, the best play in this formation by far is called Vikes Quick Out. You can see kind of funky motion. The left receiver is by default slid in. I'll show you what it looks like. So that's the formation, and then Simpson, the B receiver, is going to go in motion and then do an out route. Now the great part about that is because it's a stock motion, that route now becomes unbumpable. So that's an unbumpable out route, which is great against people who like to do like 2-man under with the Seahawks and bump you. That shit's so annoying. And then you also have that really deep corner route with A. That gets behind purple zones and in front of deep blue zones. So I'm always looking at that against zone. And then if it's like man with no safeties deep, I'm always looking at the corner route because that's guaranteed like 20 yards. Then you have the drag on the left, which is actually a really fast drag, and it gets open against some man sometimes. And then you can pass lead it up through zones. Now the adjustments for this, I just make RB block because the block he was on was kind of weird and it doesn't work sometimes. And I put Y on an option just to give me some kind of route to the left side of the field. So I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to send him in motion. This is zone. Hit the drag up. 6 yards, right? So there was that was probably cover 2 sink. I couldn't really see, but there was a guy covering the out route, and then so I hit the drag. Let's run it again. This is man-ish, maybe not, but that out route was open, so that's 12 yards. Just make your reads. You're going to be looking at B first, and then the coverage behind B. Actually, you're going to be looking kind of just like where that cornerback is standing, kind of 9 yards deep. You're going to see if the out route's open or if the corner route's going to be open. And if you're getting blitzed, that's why you have that running back, or that tight end, I guess, blocking in the backfield. Because that corner route does kind of take a while to develop. Here's man, and you can just hit that corner route for 28 yards, no problem. That gets bumped, but like, he still gets good separation against bumps. That was really bad pass. I apologize. I didn't even do any hot routes. So disregard that play. Here's man again against 2-man under or cover 1 or something. I saw that safety back there. Again, 26 yards. So you guys get the point. The adjustments again, block RB, put Y on an option. I'll try to show you the option real quick. It's covered though, so I'm just going to take a sack. But that just gives you like a route on the left side of the field. But all your reads are to the right side of the field, obviously. And all of these routes are good. There's another drag, and then you get a block on the outside if you can get lucky with that. One more time here, because I got to move on. I'll show you the out route here. So that was unbumpable, and against man is pretty good. Moving forward, I should have shown you while I was in there. As a quick audible, you have power O in that formation, and then you also have this play called PA skinny post. You see the X receiver over there? That is a really funky route. I actually like that route a lot, and I like this play a lot. I would keep the play action in, just cancel it as soon as you can. You have the post over the middle. If X is not there, but I'll just show you what it looks like as I throw a pick. Against cover 2 sink, that won't work. And against goal line, the computer's being dumb, so I'm just going to run the ball. Trying to get to the next play. Okay, 3-4. So that's a bump. Oh, Jesus Christ. I might win the award for like worst play ever put in an official ebook. There you go, that's what you want. So typically when I was practicing this earlier, he would get behind those zones if you just throw it when you cut outside. Wow, Matt Castle pulling a Jay Cutler right there. So I've thrown 3 picks and 4 examples of this. So maybe think twice about this. But I do like this route. Fuck me, dude. I promise you I'm gonna get a good one of this. This is actually kind of embarrassing. Fucking A. You know what? Fuck that play. Don't run PA skinny post. Just because it's being an asshole to me. Dude, fuck that play. I'm never running it again because clearly it has daddy issues or something. And it doesn't want to cooperate. So fuck that play. Forget about that. Don't let that change your opinion on this ebook either, because that's like the tip of the iceberg for what I have. I probably should have said this in the beginning, so if you want to skip forward, you can, but I suggest watching the whole video. The main schemes of this playbook that you're going to run are gun doubles on, gun trips tight end, and gun empty bunch. Just so if you want to skip forward, I'll put the time links in the description or something. But now we'll move on to gun doubles on. So the cool part about this is there's a jet sweep in this. And also there's a package you can do called HB slot, which now I have Adrian Peterson in the slot, and I can do this jet sweep here with Adrian Peterson instead of my slot receiver. As you can see, the blocking on this is pretty fucking good. Yeah, you just run jet sweep to the outside. I actually run out of this formation a lot, and I'll show you why. Because this formation also has 45 quick base, which is a form of HB base, which I think is the best shotgun run in the game. And you have 45 quick base as your quick audible. So, as it gets blown up there, this video is going real well as far as examples go. Fucking A. Okay, so HB slot package. I like to come out in jet sweep. So now you look at the defense. They get crowding the line. I'll run jet sweep to the outside. They blitzed a shit ton right there. The right side's open. What is happening? Okay, so outside's open. I'll run jet sweep again. Pick up an easy 9 yards. Now, you also have 45 quick base, but as you can see, it shifts. The receiver's on the left, who's standing at the line, and who isn't. That's a really quick adjustment. Like, your opponent probably won't be able to pick up on that or like do anything about it if they do. So don't worry about that. But like, this is a nice complement set of 2 runs that you can run like stock, because 45 quick base is a quick audible, and 45 quick base is actually a really good run. As you can see, I'm getting like 5 yards easy. So that's the run complement. Now you've also got 4 verticals as a quick audible. And what I like to do with this, I run this in my actual money scheme, is if your opponent's playing a lot of cover 3, you can slide that tight end out, and now you've got 2. They run cover 4, of course they did. Now you've got 2 receivers going up the middle of the field against 1 safety. So someone's going to be open. You can just pass lead that inside and click on, and then you also have this running back route if they play man or something. That's just something I'm throwing out there. So you got the jet sweep and the 45 quick base for your runs out of guns double on. Now to the passes. The best pass in this formation is Viking in and up. You can see it is the Y play right there. Now you've got kind of like an in and up. I'm fucking stupid. The play is called Vikes in and up, and then I'm like, you got an in and up? You got an in and up on the X receiver, which I like these routes a lot, because like the computer will play it like you're going deep, because technically you are after the in route, because the computer like always knows what you're doing apparently. So you can actually hit that in route as like an in route, and they won't really play it that often. The only adjustment I do with this is you put A on an in route. That just kind of gives you a second and third read against zone, if like the zone is in front of X where you're going to throw. I'll run the play a couple times and show you. And then you've also got that skinny post on the right, which doesn't look very skinny posty. It kind of looks streaky, but you can use or catch that fairly easily. It's actually a really good route, and that's your last read. So I'll show you what it looks like. This is man, so you just click on and hit that in route. You see how he's kind of playing off of him, because he's expecting him to go upfield eventually. So then you can kind of abuse that and hit that in route, which is the first cut. I just read man 3 times in a row. So yeah, that's your first read. Then you've got the out route with Y. If they're doing like a lot of purple zones, sliding from the inside out or something, that's a good read. I don't look to that too often. I hate when the fucking computer does goal line, dude. Why did they put that in? Like, just take that out of random play. Anyways, So you got Y over there. There's an example of zones were in front of where I wanted to throw X, so I just waited a little bit. That's another thing you can do. If zones are in front of X, or you're like not comfortable fitting it into that window that they give you, just wait a little bit and see if he gets open then. And if not, look to A, and then if not, even then, look to the skinny post. But as you can see, that route is disgusting. It gets open against a lot of coverages it probably shouldn't. So yeah, I really like this play, especially with the hot routed in route. It just gives you like essentially a drag underneath. I just wanted to show you right there. That was a bad read, but and then you've got the skinny post on the right, which against man I would not really throw. But if you're making your first read, which is X, and it's man, then you should be hitting X. Skinny post on the right is just for zones. So yeah. I waited too long there because I wanted to show you the skinny post, but they keep running man coverage. Here we go. That skinny is really userable. That pass lead, make sure you pass lead it inside, so you get the gist of that play. Now, the last play I want to show you in guns doubles on is, obviously I want to show you there's an HB circle, which has the angle route and also a smash concept on the left side of the field. That's a really good play. It's also got a stock like 8-yard out route. Keep that in mind. I won't show you that because you should know how to run HB angle routes and stuff by now. If not, it's really easy. Just go figure it out. But I wanted to show you the corner strike because corner routes in this year's game are pretty deadly, and these are really deep corner routes, which is cool and all, but if they play like a purple zone or something, it doesn't really help you. This is a concept I did last year when user catching was good. I did like a curl and goes concept. But as you can see, Peterson's off the line, and you have a tight end there. So I'll do a drag with Peterson and a slant with the tight end, and now you can do like a motion snap with Peterson. And this will get you open against zones a lot. That motion drag is nasty against zone coverage. And if it's man, then you're looking to the deep corner routes. And if they're using the drag route, then you're looking at the slant. Really good concept here. And as you can see, even that was a purple, and that corner route was still open. So those deep, really deep corner routes are really good. I would suggest running this play as kind of a lot. Like, this is a really good play. As you can see, I can just audible a quick base right here and pick up 5 yards or more. If they're playing like dollar or quarters or something. But here's the corner strike. You just hit like the motion drag. All you have to do for that is just tell him to go inside and then like snap it as soon as he starts moving. He'll get a little bit of a speed boost. Obviously against man it doesn't work just because it's a drag route, but if it's a man then you should be looking at those corner routes anyway. So that's the last thing I wanted to show you of gun doubles on. Now, Y trip's weak. I don't really like this formation, but some people do like these concepts, so I'm just throwing them out there. I'm not going to go into these plays, but if these are similar plays to what you typically run, then go ahead and look at this formation. There's a jet sweep, which I don't like, but I'll show you it real quick. This jet sweep is like not that good because he stops right there, and then it opens up the right side of the field for you to just get tackled from behind. Plus, it really tips off that you're running a jet sweep because no other play in this formation has him motioning like that. So I don't really like that, but you can mess around with it if you want to run this formation. I personally don't, but here's the concepts I wanted to show you. It has a stick-in nod, which is the X play. Some people like running that play. And then it also has Y trail on the right there, the Y trail concept. So take a look at that if you want. I'm going to skip over it and get to the bread and butter of this playbook, which is trips tight end. When I was writing down my notes for this playbook, this formation took up literally half the page because there's so many good plays in this formation. So get ready, kids. I think I'm like leading. I was gonna say leading the league, like there's a league of YouTubers. Like this is medieval times. Like we are the league of YouTubers. I'm stupid, don't listen to me. I think I'm leading the league is what I was gonna say in like dumb cliche comments or statements. Like half the shit I say sometimes doesn't even like apply to anything or isn't even funny. It just comes out. Anyway, probably the best formation that you can run in this playbook is trips tight end. Gun bunch is the most unique one because it's not in any other playbook. But this one has the most amount of plays that are good. I think my grammar is taking a turn for the worse. Okay, the first thing I want to show you out of trips tight end is this has a freaking disgusting screen game. Like an almost unadjustable screen game if you mix it up well enough. So as you can see, there's a wide receiver screen as the X play right there. So that's just a really quick screen. That works against man and zone typically, just because that B receiver gets out there so wide. Even then, like he missed the block, I still got 5 yards. So that's a really quick, nice screen. Now you can complement that with the other screens of this, which there's a slot screen right there, which used to be a Patriots playbook thing, but it's in Minnesota's book this year. I don't know if it was in last year. I didn't even look, but I know it's in there this year, and it's a really nice complement if they start like putting a light blue to cover that wide receiver screen or something. Here's the slot screen. I like to put A on a zig, just in case it's man or something, because man will typically blow the slot screen up. Actually, this year I think it doesn't. I think that's why it's so good. Let me test that real quick. I think slot screen actually blocks man coverage, which makes it really disgusting. Let's do Overstorm Brave. See that guy's in man coverage? Wow, that just got swatted. Clay Matthews is fucking Dikembe Mutombo. Okay, not gonna get a good example again on this. I'm getting slightly frustrated. There, man coverage, it got blocked to shit. So you know what I'm talking about. Slot screen is probably the best screen in this book. I wouldn't say in the game because I haven't looked at all the screens in the game, but it's a really fucking good screen. And if you mix it in with the wide receiver screen on the outside, it's really hard to adjust to. Also keep in mind that you can flip these, and it's essentially like running a new play. Like if someone adjusts to the left side of the field, you run in screens there all the time. Then just flip the play and run it to the right. And then the third screen I wanted to show you, which makes the screen game complete for this, is there's an HP slip screen. But what I like to do is you can motion Peterson over like this, put A on a slant in case they leave the middle of the field, and now you've essentially created a cross screen, which makes the blocking on the screen a lot better than if it was just a standard HB screen. Also, I've found that like linemen slip out and cover the running back on screens less when you do this. I think it's because of the motion, as he does it right there, but he still got blocked. I just like running the cross screen concept better for HB slip screens. And if you combine this with slot screen and wide receiver screen, you've now got probably the best screen combination in the game out of this formation. So if you want to make it all look the same, let's say you're running wide receiver screen, you could just motion that halfback over anyways, and then if they think it's a cross screen, then you just hit them on the outside real quick. I'm getting really fucking horrible examples, dude. I promise these plays work. God damn it. There we go. Woo! Stick moves. I'm getting excited about jukes in practice mode. This is my life, guys. This is what I do. I get excited about things I should not be excited about. Anyway, that's the screen game. Wide receiver screen, slot screen, and halfback slip screen, which you motion it, make it look like a cross screen. So that's deadly just in itself, and we're just getting started on this formation. For the run game, you have, I'm sure you saw this already, you have 45 quick base. Again, probably the best shotgun run in the game. Plus you have all those receivers blocking on the left, so now you have the option to bounce it outside. Really good run in this formation. You could almost probably run this like as a staple. I would suggest it actually. One thing about this formation that really sucks because it's such a good formation is like the quick audibles are fucking shitty. But I'll get into that in a minute. So you got 45 quick base, and then you've also got an HP counter out of this, which makes this kind of disgusting. Like if you're playing someone that doesn't mana line, and like all their DBs shift to the left side of the field because they didn't mana line, then you can run this counter and pick up an easy 10-15 yards. Like, see, the computer's not mana lining, so now you've just got the whole right side of the field to do whatever. That's a really good run out of this formation too, just because it's a trips formation. If you play someone that doesn't mana line, it's going to be really dirty. If you play someone that does mana line, don't run that because you only get one blocker on the outside, and they specifically don't block the D lineman, so the tackle can get upfield on that. So if there's a DB over there, you're just going to get hit in the backfield. So run that with care. Make sure you look at what your opponent's doing. Now I'm going to get into the pass plays, which there's a lot of them. The first one is wide receiver deep end. It's the X play right here. I didn't pick random play. My bad. Wide receiver deep end. So you've got the corner route on the tight end. I actually like to do an option with RB right here too, because that gives you 2 levels of routes on that side of the field. So you're going to be looking at the corner route against man, and then you're also going to be looking at the B route against zone. And then as a last resort, you can check down to Y against zone. If it's against man, that's going to be covered, so don't. Your check down is RB against man and Y against zone. And then if you have just all day to throw, you have that deep end route, but I don't ever hardly look at that. Here's man. If they slide in from the outside, that's going to blow that up, so just keep that in mind. That's a pretty effective corner route against zone as well. And then you've also got this post on the inside here, which that was completely covered. It's a really unique post where like it can be completely covered and you can still get open. Like even this is against man. You just pass lead inside and click on. If you want to like distract your opponent, because that's kind of easily userable, you can like motion drag Y and pull those guys up and then hit the post. Everything's a mind game with Madden, so just it's viewer discretion. Like it's up to you. But I'm just giving you the tools to make it happen. So, like I said, look for that corner route against A. If they slide in from the outside to cover it on man coverage, don't throw it because it's going to get picked. But then you also have RB as a check down against man. You have the B route, which beats man and zone. So that's wide receiver deep end. Now I want to show you a concept out of here that's in 2 plays. The first being wide receiver short post. Now, as you can see, that's kind of like a really funky post route, and it's actually really good. So what I like to do, I put A on a zig, and then I put B on a streak, and I leave Patterson where he is on that really soft hitch, and I also leave Peterson in the block. So that slot post, that X route, is unbuffable. So against man, you're going to be looking for that. It's a deep post, it's easy. And then against zone, you're going to be looking to throw to Simpson over the middle of the field, or as a check down to Patterson on that slot hitch. So as you can see, it's zone right there. So you just hit it over the middle. Not 100% effective, but it's there. That was actually man, but the safety came up. You also have that zig. Here's against man. I don't know if you guys saw what happened to Sam Shields right there, but he looked like he lost his mind. Look at what he's doing right here, dude. Like, this is as far back as I can go on the replay because I only have a 4 gig Xbox. But, like, at the point of the cut, he's, like, nowhere to be found. And he kind of catches up. But against man coverage, that post is absolutely disgusting. I promise you that's going to be open every single time. Like, look at that. Granted, that was against Clay Matthews, but I'm sure you guys get the point. So mix that in. You also have the streak as another option if they play zone or something. But the best part of this play is that post route, which gets open against man every single time, regardless if they're bumping. And then also against, you have that B route to clear out the zones, make the safeties go deep, and then you can hit that post as well. The post is really your main read on this, so I would suggest using this play maybe once or twice a game, and that's it, because eventually someone's going to user that. But with all the other plays in this formation, that's going to be really easy to do. I would suggest using this on, like, look, Sam Shields just lost his mind again. He looks like I don't know what he's doing, to be honest with you. He looks like me playing cornerback. But with all the plays in this formation, that's going to be really easy to do. Like, run this on, like, second and short if you want to get, like, an easy 20 yards, or run it on, like, 3rd and 15 or something when they're going to be playing max coverage. Just mess around with it. It's just like a trump card, essentially. I really like that play. Now, also you have a play called slot swing, which is the X play right there. And now you've got a swing route or a bubble route on the left, and then you got 2 slants. But the great thing is the X slant is like an 8-yard slant, so it kind of makes it like a hybrid between a slant and a post, and that absolutely wrecks man coverage as well. You can also fit it in through zones like I just did. That's just another quick read. That shorter slant will keep your opponent's users up the field so you can hit that post at least the first time you run this anyway. And then you've also got this B route out here if they play soft coverage. Just to get a quick, easy 5 yards or whatever. Here's against man. As you can see, he just wrecked it. Another good route. If you play someone against... Oh, God. Was not expecting to get blitzed while I was talking right there. If you play someone that plays a lot of bump 2-man under, this playbook is going to have them reconsidering that decision. Because there's so many good routes on this against man. And against zone, too. Honestly, this is, like I said, one of the best books in the game. Moving forward, we've got HB Angle. Let me find it here. As you can see, this gives you an angle route, which is another deadly wrinkle to this. And then you've also got that in route on the left. I don't really like that in route. I actually usually just streak X like that, because what that in route does is, like, he'll cut across the field and, like, be in the same pass window that RB will be on the angle route at the same time. So that kind of defeats the purpose. So you can do like a smart routed out route if they're playing off. If they're playing bump, you can do a streak. You can do a lot with X on this play. Everything else I would keep stock, because you can hit Y on the streak against zones. You can pass lead that inside against some zones. B, if they're playing bump man, I really like those inside smart routed out routes. Those destroy bump man coverage, and you can't really purple or light blue them because they're to the inside of the field. You kind of have to user them. And then you've also got another smart routed out route to A on the tight end. And then obviously you've got the angle route. So I'll just run it a couple times. That was man. God damn, I'm getting some bad examples. Are you guys watching this? Do you guys trust that these plays work? Because this is not going as planned. But anyway, so you got that angle route right here. That's just the cream of the crop of the play. Just mix this in like anything else. Now, because I hit the wrong stick, what I wanted to show you with this is, like, let's say you're on the 5-yard line. Now your screen, if you're in the goal line, now your screen game comes into play. They don't know what screen you want to do. This is a concept I do as well. You can take that angle route and actually motion him outside, and it won't change the route. So now you can put A on a zig, and now he's running an angle route across the field from the outside. That's really hard to user. A lot of zones don't cover that. That's just something I wanted to throw out there. It's a red zone tactic I've been using for a while. Like, this is man coverage, and he's got no shot. So I just wanted to put that concept in there while I was on the topic of that play. So yeah, the angle route, you've got the Y streak against zone, and then you've got You can smart route the out route on X. You guys heard me the first time. Now, curl flat is the next play. Yes, we're not done yet. I'm actually going to go over all 3 plays in this window right here, and then we'll be done. So, curl flat. So you've got the post over the middle, which will obviously get open against man and zone. And then you've also got the corner route from the tight end, which is the same concept from the corner route I showed you before. I would actually leave RB on that block and release, and I'll show you why. X is kind of a wild card. If you want to leave him on the curl, you can. You can smart route and out route, like I said. But what I want you to do is put Y on a drag and then motion snap him. Same concept I showed you before, but now this gives you a lot of options. This makes it not easily userable because you've got 2 levels of routes over the middle of the field, and then you've also got this corner route over here. I like this play a lot. Get into it yourself. The motion drag really makes this play a lot better. Just read your coverages, make it happen. I'm about halfway done and we're 36 minutes in. Wow. And I've been trying to go fast. Apparently I suck at it. So in honor of taking forever, I'm going to take even longer and take a sip of my jug of water. I don't even think I talked this much in like 6 months of a relationship. What? Who said that? Not me. Anyways, so motion snap that drag. Now you've got A against man, B against man and zone, and then Y against zone. And then you've also got that block and release route sliding out. Obviously they blitz me when I try to show you that, so he stays in and blocks. But anyway, that's another good money play. This formation, like honestly, like 80% of the plays in this formation are money plays. It's freaking ridiculous. So the last 2 plays, HB wheel, I don't really like this that much, but I know some people that run concepts like this, so I just figured I'd show it. You have that deep skinny post, which obviously you know how to throw skinny posts by now, but you also got this Y route out here, which is really quick, and if they're playing like, actually purples don't even get out there to cover that, so that's really good against zone. If they throw a white blue over there, you're fucked. So be careful with that. But like if no one's playing over there, or they're throwing purple zones over there to try and stop your out routes, that's a good concept. That was cover 2 sink. So just hit the post. And then also you got that drag on the left side of the field coming to the right side of the field, which is really, it's like a really fast drag. I would just leave it the way it is. Don't like hot route it to a drag, because it's a really fast drag. You can pass lead that up. Of course I get swatted at the line, but that would have been open. Then you've got the in route over the middle, and you've got the wheel route on the right. Like I said, with all the plays in this formation, this one isn't necessarily necessary. Wow, I just said necessarily necessary. I thought my grammar was bad earlier. Jesus Christ. I don't even think you guys care. Like, why do I take time out of this video to to mention that? And now I'm making it worse because I'm talking about it twice. Anyway, with all the great plays in this formation, you don't really have to run this. I don't really like this play that much. I just wanted to show you guys. And the last one I wanted to show you in this formation is inside cross. You've got the 2 drags there, and you've got the unbumpable in route. So I don't really like the 2 drags. So I'll either do like A on a zig and B on a streak, or I'll do like B on a drag and A on a slant or something. Those 2 drags, like, that just takes away someone's route that could be doing something else. So just hot route it to your preference, but that Y in route is unbumpable, so that's great against man coverage, especially if you want to like lure your opponent with that drag route or something. And then obviously you've got the skinny post, like I've been showing you. This formation is full of skinny posts. It's disgusting. So yeah, and then lastly you have the only good audible is PA slot corner. So what I would do is put RB on an option and then put X on a streak. That way you've got the corner route from B, you've got this post from Y, and then you've got the corner route from A. and the option from RB. All of these routes are good. And then if they bump you like they are right now, you can just hit them deep with X. And so on and so forth. So, that's it for trips tight end. That was a fucking mouthful, dude. Whew! I'm gonna take another drink. Are you guys tired yet? Because I'm kind of getting tired. But stick with it, because we haven't even gotten halfway through yet. Alright, so next formation is gun double flex. There's just two notable concepts I wanted to show you in this. And actually, this is like a really good mini scheme. I should have done a video just on this formation. But the main play you're going to want to look at is called Y slot corner. And you can see how fucking weird that play looks already. But wait until I get in. So, the X and Y routes looks like they have Down syndrome. I'm just saying that. If that offends anyone, I'm sorry, but it looks like they tried to run a slant and a post and they both have Down syndrome. Or like an extra chromosome. That's just what I'm saying. Anyway, it works out to your favor. Your read is going to be Y, so you're going to want to throw it like a regular post. Obviously, if that's against zone or man, that's going to be open. But the cool part is he stops. So like if someone starts usering that, they're going to obviously play the post in front of where you're running. So if you can time when he stops good enough, then you can just completely mindfuck someone and hit him for 15 yards. So I'll show you the post. Like you can throw it like a regular post like that, and you actually get the awesome user catch animation that you used to get in Madden 13. Not that one. That was cool though. So that's going to be open. If they drop a lot of zones deep or like in front of that, then you've got X to hit. Just there. Keep in mind that for some reason, every time I hit X, I get fucking hit sticked like crazy. So you might just want to fall down right away when you hit that route, like that. Just take your 6 yards. Just because when he turns upfield, like he gets his shit rocked every single time, and I don't know why. That's just my experience, and I fucking hate fumbling. So that would be the adjustment that I would make. But anyway, you're going to be looking at Y and X. If someone's using Y over the middle, then he stops like that. Obviously, I would have thrown it like a regular post, but I just wanted to show you that what it looks like when he stops. And that actually gets behind some zones like you see right there. So this is a really good play. Also, you've got the really sharp corner route from the tight end on the outside, and then also the B route against soft zones. But I also wanted to show you the great part about this formation is you have HB quick base as a quick audible. Again, oh, I just burped. Again, with HB quick base, it's an awesome run. And with this being a spread formation, if your opponent like doesn't man align or just like comes out in dime or something, you can just run this right up the middle for like 8 yards. Having an HB quick base out of a spread formation like this is great. Just because by default the computer sometimes will slide all the linebackers out to disguise the coverage or something. Anyway, and then also as a quick audible you have Vike Smash, which I love. These curls are kind of deep, so what I like to do is just put them on smoke screens instead, and then you've got these really two sharp corner routes. These really sharp two corner routes to use against man or light blues, and then if they use purples over there, then you can hit the smoke screens. That's a concept that I use a lot. If you watch my other videos, you probably picked up on that by now. But anyway, Y slot corner is the play. You're going to be looking at X and Y. Y thrown like a regular post, and then you've also got that sharp corner route on the right. So that's just a good concept. Don't forget about running the ball ever. You have to run the ball in this year's game. So make sure you run that HB quick base. Trips Y ISO, I don't like at all. I don't like a single play in this formation, so I'm just going to skip it. We're going to go to Snugs Flip. This only has one good play, but it's a really fucking good play, and you can flip it really easily. So it's called corner in. Why did I just pick that so quick? You guys probably couldn't even like pick up on what I was doing. The play is called corner in goes. It's the Y play out of Snugs Flip. Now this is just full of funky shit. So as you can see, you've got out and ups, which again is the same concept. They'll play it like it's an up so you can hit that out route when they're playing soft coverage. And then these two routes, Y and A, they're disgusting. Like you can, when they cut, you can throw them like drags or slants, but they get really open against man coverage. So if they're like bumping you or something, those are my first reads. If they're playing off, my first reads are X or B. And then I also like throwing RB on a wheel route just in case it's there. So I'll show you, this is man. You can just hit that right away, straight away. If they aren't bumping you, look at X or look at B. And they also get open against a lot of zones. You just want to hit that. You do have to hit that quick, so practice this a lot and make sure you don't make the wrong read. But as you can see, that route is just destroying all type of coverages right now. This time they bumped, so now what you got is you can hit A or Y on this disgusting route, dude. This route is so nasty, and there's two of them, so you can't really user it unless you wait too long. So you can man or zone, you can hit this. It essentially becomes a drag or a slant, like I said, and that's disgusting. This is actually like one of my favorite plays out of this playbook because it's so unique. I'm sure you guys get the point by now. Go into practice and do it yourself. I just have to move on because I still have a lot to get through. But again, and then you can also hit this wheel route on the outside. And if you want to flip this, it takes like half a second. So if you want to hit the wheel route to the other side, you can. And then, yeah. I would look to the wheel route side first, just because if there's a light blue over there, then you can hit the A route as he's cutting up, or if there's a purple over there, you can hit the wheel route. So it's really a really good play. I would actually, for this being the only good play in this formation, I would actually still run this a lot, just because of how ridiculous it is. And then you can also use or catch those up routes when they cut up if you have time. That's a really good play. Keep that in mind. You can even throw that in your custom or whatever if you don't want to run Minnesota Book. I just have to move on, but I'm sure you guys get the point of that play by now. Okay, Trey Open. Now there's only two plays worth noting in this. One of them is Vike's Dig. I leave it stock just because of the concepts. So you've got Y on that flat route in case they do a purple zone. You can hit it really quick and just God damn it. Anyway, you can hit it real quick, like in soft zones, like I said. Now you got the seam route on A, which actually against like cover 2 or something will get behind both safeties if you wait long enough. So that if someone's playing like a lot of zone where they're not watching the deep middle, or they're or you need like a big play and you don't really have anything to go to, this is what I'd go to, because you've got the 15-yard corner route on the left side of the field for man coverage, and then you've got this deep seam route if they're playing a lot of zone and they're forgetting about the deep middle of the field. Also, the B route on the outside is a streak, but it's like a fade from last year's game, so it's unbumpable. So if they're pressing you and they've got no safety help up there, that's an easy touchdown. Because he'll just go right around that bump, and then you can just lob it over the cornerback's head. I'll show you the deep corner right there. That just destroys man like any other corner route. And then also you got the seam route, which is easily user catchable. Again, that outside route is unbumpable. So that's just worth noting. I also wanted to show you an FL screen concept out of this. As you can see, there's wide receiver screen right there. What you can do is you can run it like this with just the receiver, but I don't find that very effective, or like as effective, even though I got 20 plus yards there. What I like to do is you can put B on a streak, and then you can motion Peterson over real quick and put him on a wheel, and now you've got a 4-blocker FL screen play. This is just something quick to mix in, because if you run this more than once or twice, your opponent should catch on this. But it's really good because, like you just saw there, like they even pancake the guy who's supposed to be in man coverage. Because I guess like when you do this motion, there's a man switch or something. I don't really know. I haven't looked into it that much. I just know like this is the best FL screen concept that you can have in this playbook. And honestly, it's like probably one of the best in the game, I think. Just because you have so many blockers out there for your guy. Also, if they're bumping you, or like if they're bumping you and playing man and there's no safety help, that was a really specific situation, so I apologize. If they're using the Cardinals in this third quarter with 2 minutes to go and they have their backup quarterback in and their starting center in and their backup running back in, then you should do this. Fucking horrible advice. I'm sorry. But if they're bumping, playing man, and there's no safety help, that route on the X receiver is another unbumpable streak, so you can just hit it deep. They had a safety back there, so I couldn't really show you, but you get the point. This is a really good wild card, trump card, like I said with a couple plays earlier, just because there's no way for your opponent to know this is coming, and this is like a super good money play. It's one of the best FL screens in the game, like I said. FL screen concepts, anyway. So make sure you get that in. So if you stayed 51 minutes through this video, you earned it. You earned knowing about that wide receiver screen. Alright, only half a page to go. I'm flipping the page, guys. We're almost done. Okay. Now, we get to Empty Bunch. This is the most unique formation in the playbook. A lot of people love this formation. Honestly, I love this formation too. There's not a ton of great plays in this, but just by nature of the formation being like a bunch and a regular shotgun formation, you can get a lot open. So what I want to show you first, I'm sure everyone knows about this by now. If you don't, then get really excited. Is Vikes Trail. That's the X play. So you've got a smash concept on the left, and also that smash, that curl route, is really short, which I like, because that just gives you more room to bounce upfield. Now, you've got that corner route, which is really sharp, which you can do against man coverage. So when I run this play, I always look to the left first, even though you've got so much going on the right, which is great. So look to the left first. If it's against man, then you're going to want to hit that corner route. If it's against a light blue zone, you're going to want to hit that corner route. And if it's against a purple zone, you're going to want to hit that smash. Now, on the right side of the field, you've got a wide trail concept with also like a kind of PA pin deep-esque post route. So, you've got that drag route that you can pass lead up against zones. Then you've also got your running back on a wide trail, which is great. And then you've also got a post route. So that in itself is a handful to try and cover. I'll just show you, see how just like there's 3 levels of routes to try and cover on the right side of the field. No one covered Peterson there. Thank you, computer, for that. But you've got the wide trail on the right, and then you've also got the post ahead of it. A really nasty concept. This is like one of the best plays in the game, I would say. Just because you have so many options. I'll show you the smash concept on the left real quick. You can hit that drag because they kind of had a light blue and a purple over there. Smash concept again. You can hit that. They played soft coverage, so I hit that curl. I'm going to take another drink too because I'm kind of getting Ben Steiny like I didn't want to. So, but yeah, guys. Vikes Trail is a really fucking good play. Just between that post and that wide trail on the right, you can give your opponent headaches. Really good play. But moving forward, the next best play in this formation, I actually haven't seen a lot of people running this like I do, so get excited. It's called curl flats. So as you can see, that's a really deep corner route, and that's kind of a funky curl route and then a flat route from your running back. Now, your reads on this. First of all, I want to tell you that the only adjustment is you put Y on an in route. And that actually gets ridiculous separation against man, and I don't know why. I think it might be because he's so far off the line. But anyways, that funky curl route against man, regardless of if it's bump or not bump, that's going to be open 100% of the time. You just want to throw it like as he's about to start curling, like he's working out in the gym. I make the worst jokes. Anyway, you're going to want to throw that like right as he's about to cut back, and that's going to be open 100% against 100% of the time against man coverage. That'll also get open against a lot of zones, so look for it. But the way you're going to want to run this play, God, you're going to look at RB first, and that's just because that flat route against soft zones is going to get you 7 to 8 yards every single time. What you're going to want to do if you throw to RB is pass lead up, and that'll get you an animation where you can just catch it and go upfield instead of like a funky formation or like funky animation, I mean, where your computer like kind of makes you stutter, or like I'm actually like doing the motions in my chair, like I'm the player. But it'll just allow you to cut up field right away. So make sure you pass lead up if you throw to RB. Then you're going to look at B if it's man coverage, hit that every single time. And then you've got that really deep corner route, which will get behind any zones that cover. Like if RB and B are covered, then I guarantee you that A route's going to be open, unless they made like an adjustment because you've been running this too much. So I'll just show you, and then you've also got that in route across the middle of the field against man or zone, just as like a last read. So I'll run this a couple times and just show you. Also, that X receiver is another wild card again. You can leave him on a curl like that. You can streak him, smart route, out route him, whatever you want to do. But I'll just run this a couple times and show you guys. So they covered RB right there, so I hit the curl. Easy. Man coverage, hit the curl. Easy. This looks like man. They blitzed the fuck out of me. That was kind of funky coverage. My bad. Man coverage, hit the curl. And sometimes you'll get like a really like good animation where he cuts up field at like literally full speed. And like he'll get around the cornerback. It's fucking glitchy as fuck. But here's another concept. Now you can hit that corner route because B and RB were covered. So this is just a really good set of 3 routes on the right side of the field. Finally I can hit that drag route. Again, flat route, I mean. Make sure you pass lead that up or it's going to get you a weird formation. Animation, why do I keep saying formation? And then against like man where there's no safety help, I do like to throw that corner route just because I know it's going to be there for 20 yards. So I think I've run this play enough. I'll show you the in route real quick. I just like that as the last read because you're looking at the right side of the field the whole time, and if everything's covered, then you can kind of move back to the left side of the field. That's the animation where he like cuts up field at full speed. It's fucking stupid, and it will be great if you can get it in a game. Wow, it is fuck. That's the downside of this formation, I feel like, because that's a lot of things. That's something that a lot of players will do. So even that, like, he beat the bump and the cornerback was like in perfect position for that curl route and still couldn't do anything about it. Anyway, the downfall of this formation is it's a 5 wide formation, so a lot of people will just send a blitz where they get 1 guy in, and obviously you can't block it because you've got 5 wide. So just be mindful of that. But with the amount of routes on this, if they do that, it's going to be pretty hard to cover everything between the 4 plays that I'm going to show you. But I'm sure you get the concept of curl flats by now. I actually run this more than I run Vikes Trail, just because that set of 3 routes on the right is so good. And then you can also flip it. Make sure you flip it in the playbook, otherwise it's going to take that long to flip. But, yeah. So I'll move on. I wanted to show you the audibles on this, which are really good. Stick. You can do whatever audibles you want on this, honestly. I like to streak A and Y just for zones. But the main thing you're going to be wanting to look at is the RB flat route again, and then that really sharp corner route on Jennings. So you've been running a corner route with the tight end a lot, or just like post over the middle with Jennings. So just throw this corner route with Jennings out of nowhere. That's going to be like a guaranteed completion if you run it at the right time. I just really like that, and then I put those 2 guys on streaks against zone or whatever. Then you've also got that flat route still with the running back. Other audible, here's your run play, mountain read option. I like this a lot. There's also PA mountain read, which I'm going to get into. So like you'll think that motion will like tip your opponent off, and if you think they're like committing to that, then run PA mountain read. But essentially you move your halfback in the backfield, and now it's a read option. Shouldn't be running read options with Matt Castle unless you're feeling frisky, which I am. I'm always feeling frisky. What am I talking about? But yeah, that just gives you like a run out of a 5-wide formation, which is pretty sweet. Look at Matt Castle. Anyway, and then you've also got PA mountain read. The only adjustment here is to streak B on a regular streak. And then you've got that corner route on A and that kind of crossing route on Y. Just make your reads with this. Pretty simple. It's just a nice counter if you want to run. If you've been running that mountain read option successfully and you feel like they're going to adjust to it soon, then just throw this at them, hit them for 15 yards, and move on with your scheme. The last play I want to show you is divide wheel. That's the Y play right there. So you've got that funky out route right there, and then what I also like to do is smart route, out route, RB. So now you've kind of got like two horizontal levels of out routes. Then obviously you got that A route across the middle, which will be open against man and zone. And then you've got that drag, which is another fast drag out of this formation, which you can pass lead up. So you're going to want to look at B first, and then RB. And if you throw to B, you're going to want to throw it like right as he's cutting. Otherwise, the cornerback will make up the ground for some reason. So I'll just show you real quick. That was like heavy zone, so I just hit the drag. Like I said, get into this, make your reads. I'm just trying to... God, I keep burping. I'm just trying to give you guys the tools and the means to make your own scheme, essentially. I'm getting kind of tired, so excuse my... you know what? Fuck that. I'm not getting tired. I have full fucking energy. Let's finish this out strong. Let's do it. Divide wheel. So smart routed out route on RB. You're going to look at B first. If it's there against man or zone, then hit that. Then you're going to look at RB again against like if it's bump man coverage. Those inside smart routed out routes are disgusting in a good way. And yeah. So sometimes you'll even get like shit like that, where the cornerback will just act like he's Adam Sandler in The Waterboy, in the bad way, not the good Adam Sandler. So that's the last play of that formation. Now the last shotgun formation is Empty Trey. This also has an HB slot package, which I would suggest doing, because this formation also has a jet sweep. So I wanted to show you, I'll just go into it here. I'll just pick stick real quick. So your audibles, you have a jet sweep as a quick audible. You've got a verts as a quick audible, which you can do whatever you want with the tight end there. I just like that against cover 3 again, like I said earlier in the video. And then you've also got PA jet sweep. Now you've got the jet sweep. They're thinking 5 wide. There's no way you're going to run. So that's a really nice wrinkle to this formation. And then you also got PA jet sweep if they start playing it too hard. What I will do, as you can see, that's like a 15-yard smart routed out route, which is really awesome. I look to that a lot. Like if it's third and 8 or something, and they like put a light blue over there, thinking you're going to do a smart route out route, and then you hit them with a 15-yard out route, then you just countered everything they're trying to do. Also, you've got that in route, that crossing route, and that post. All of those are good routes. I would suggest canceling this play action as soon as possible. Just you can hit that out route or whatever you want to do. Really good play, given that it's just supposed to keep your opponent off balance. And then obviously you've got the jet sweep out of a 5 wide is really dirty, especially if you do that HB slot package. As you can see, I've got AP out there now. Now there's 2 plays worth noting besides those in this formation. One of them is wide receiver screen. This is in like every playbook as a 5 wide, but I just wanted to show you. Again, you've got a smash concept on the left side of the field. I love this concept. Easy 5 yards if your opponent is like playing the screen already or something, and then obviously you've got the screen on the right side. So that's just a nice compliment. Like you can run jet sweep a couple times and then a PA jet sweep and then just hit them with a screen. There's that corner route. Yeah, you can just throw the screen in there every now and then. I've given you so many plays that your opponent really shouldn't be catching on to anything you're doing if you're keeping them off balance. So this is another really good screenplay. And then the last play I wanted to show you on this, I saw a YouTube video where some scrub was running this against Dream Killers, and like Dream Killers had no answer for it. I thought it was hilarious. Nothing against Dream. If he ever watches this, he probably won't. But the play is called Smash. So again, Smash concepts, except this time you got them on both sides of the field, so it's pretty hard to adjust to. You got the corner route, which you should throw against man and light blue zones, and then the hitch route, which you should throw against purple zones. Except you've got the tight end, it's kind of like a wild card, and that post route is actually really fast and really good, so I like that. But if they start using that and covering the outside, then you probably run this play too much. But you can do like a slant, like a zig, just use it as a wild card, whatever you want to do. So I just wanted to show you Smash. So combine that with the jet sweep, the PA jet sweep, and then obviously you got the verts if they're playing like cover 3 or something. Doesn't look like they are right here, but yeah, that's what it looks like. So that's it for shotgun. Now I've just got 3 more formations I want to show you, and then we'll be done with this video. And 2 of them only have 1 play. So let's say there's like 30 seconds in the half and you're 30 yards out of field goal range, right? Well, I've got the play for you. Singleback Ace-Twins. The play is called PA Vike Sale. I run this concept a lot in my actual money game scheme just because it's in the formation and I like it a lot. But as you can see, you've got that really weird corner route, and then you've also got a deep post. So that kind of forces your opponent to either play the sideline or play the post. And against man, both of these get open as fuck. As you can see, he just wrecked his man right there. So if you need to get out of bounds quickly, or like get a quick 20 yards or whatever, this is a great play because that corner route, you pretty much have to use her. Or if you have timeouts, then you got that post route over the middle. I use this in the 2-minute drill a lot. This concept anyway. So yeah, that's a bad read. I put Y on a zig probably, just to keep those zones up. Or you can hit it short. Here's man coverage, so you just hit that real quick and get out of bounds for 25 yards. So that's your 2-minute drill go-to play, I would say. So if you stayed this long in the video, then you've earned it. And then I just wanted to show you 3 quick plays out of Singleback Bunch. You should know these plays by now, hopefully. I just wanted to show you that they're there. PA Pen Deep, you've got that awesome post route that a lot of people are running now, except they run it out of Shotgun Bunch. And then you can do whatever with the hot routes. You've also got a Y trail, which has the Y trail concept, and then you've also got that B route, which is user catchable against man coverage. I'll show you real quick. So man coverage, you just click on and do that shit, and it's unbumpable. So and then you've also got the Y trail concept to go against zones. As I fucked that up hardcore. Jesus. So So yeah, that's the concept. And then if they're adjusting to those plays, then you've also got a play called Vikes HB Angle, which gives you a nasty, really sharp actually angle route. Then you've got a crossing route and a sharp corner route. So that's just something to keep your opponent off balance. Probably only run that once a game, but it is nice. It fits right in there through zones and against man, obviously. So that's just another thing. Now, I've shown you a lot of pass plays, but ironically, I'm going to end the video on a run play. Actually, I'm going to show you this real quick. I formed Twins Flex in this playbook. Has the HB Search, HB Blast, HB Toss, and HB Lead Dive, and the Power O. So it's a really good, the Search and Blast especially, really good running formation. I'm not going to go into them because someone in the Madden community relies on these plays exclusively, and I'm not going to steal that from them. So I just wanted to show you they were there so you can do what you want with them. So I'm just going to move on from that. The last play I'm going to show you is an iForm Pro. It's called HB Sweep. Now, where is it? There it is. So you can see the blocking on that is essentially the blocking from Saints HB Power, where you get the fullback all the way outside, and you also get the strong side guard pulling outside. This would essentially be Saints HB Power if this was a Twins look. So what you can do is motion him over. Keep in mind, if you motion and then you try to flip the play, it won't let you. So if you want to flip the play and then motion, that's how you have to do that. But I'll just show you what this looks like. This is my go-to running play, under center anyways, of this playbook. It's a really fucking good run play. As you can see, you get two blockers to the outside, and if someone were to shoot through the hole where that guard was pulling, he becomes God and slides back in and blocks them. So really good blocking on this play. Obviously, if they're putting everyone in the outside, you have the inside zone right there as a quick audible. But this is probably the best under center running play in the playbook by far. So if you have to kill clock, or also you can flip it like I just did. It's essentially Saints HB Power, guys, and you get it with all these great pass plays. So just keep that in mind. If you need to kill clock or whatever, then this is your go-to play. Or if you just want to run a scheme that you developed with the other plays that I showed you, then go for that. But this has been a really great video. Hopefully it has been for you guys too. Like I said, I'm giving you guys a free ebook, an hour and 13-minute long video breaking down every essential play of this playbook. I really need you to support on YouTube, guys. So rate the video, like it, comment, subscribe to me. I got a lot more shit coming out. I'm hoping this free ebook really helps my channel vault up as far as the Madden community. But thanks for sticking around if you have this far. Go to the lab, work on all these plays I showed you. Hopefully you took some notes so you could remember it. And thanks for sticking around, guys. If you want to get your Madden game up, help me get my YouTube game up. And I appreciate all you guys watching this video. So I'll catch you guys later.